care, more than words can say. If I didn't care, would I feel this way? If this isn't love, then why do I thrill? And what makes my head go round and round while my heart stands still? If I didn't care, would it be the same? Would my every prayer begin and end with just your name? And would I be sure that this is love beyond compare? Would all this be true if I didn't care for you?
No worries, we'll talk later.
Would all this be true if I didn't care for you?
Hey there, handsome! Oh, yeah! I'm judge, jury, and motherfucking executioner!
I've been working on getting this vault into order now that the old security chief is gone. Never liked the guy. They should have never hired some pompous military brat for a vault tech operation. He never understood what Dr. Nice was trying to do here. I've locked up the overseer's office as per the orders of Dr. Nice. Now that I think about it, the emergency alert controls are in there. It's not a big deal though. It's not like we'll ever need them. We found some kid in the water intake system today. I didn't even know it was possible for someone to get in there. The kid says he wasn't alone, so I'm stepping up security measures and shutting down elevator access. The latest group of scavengers are far more organized than any we've encountered before. Some of them are wearing uniforms that say, New California Republic. We didn't anticipate this kind of threat. We need to come up with a plan of action, but Dr. Nice hasn't been himself recently.
Another glorious day in this man's army. Chief, I'm afraid that we've had to confine Dr. Nice to his office. It just didn't feel right putting him in the cell block like the others. Perhaps we can find some way to help him in the future, but the fact of the matter is that he was our head researcher. I'm not sure if we can cure this on our own. Chief, thank you for your concern regarding the UV lighting used to maintain the flora. I'm well aware of our ongoing photophobia problem, but you need to understand that if those lights go off, the trees die. And if those trees die, we die. If you handle the current livestock properly, we can at least guarantee a stable source of blood for the next few months.
You're a fucking dumbass, Alan. I told you not to take too much and now the kid's dead. We could have kept him going for ages and he was my favorite blood type.
You're gonna burn, all right.
believe it's been 5 years. Time really flies when you're living underground. Dr. Nice has been working hard to get the experiments going, and I think we're finally ready to introduce our test groups. Our vault is supposed to complete development of a longevity serum known as the Pan-Immunity Virin. I've had time to glance over the paperwork, and it's strangely familiar to some of the material I've seen at the Mariposa base. There was also some information on our sister vaults, which are running concurrent experiments in psychology, sound, and I think one of them said something about puppets. Alright, things are getting a little strange. There's some rather disturbing side effects, which include skin discoloration, sensitivity to light, and outbursts of aggression. Dr. Nice has been treating their condition with blood products, and it needs to be human blood because I just don't know. We're just telling the control group that it's the effects of Chinese biological weapons. They're pretty stupid, so it's fine. The security chief keeps nagging me about exploring outside the vault. There's absolutely nothing about this in the official Vault-Tec operating manual, but I let him do it anyway because I just want him to stop bothering me. The worst part is that he's getting some of the others around to his way of thinking. I can't believe this. The security chief led all of his people into the wasteland. They left the vault. The White family, the Lewis family, the Dunns, Susan Hicks, David Burgess, Michael Dolan, almost the entire control group is gone. I'm declaring that Security Chief Andrew Polk is to be shot on sight. And if I find any of those traitors coming back here, I'll drain them myself, personally. I'm gonna suck them. A recon team was sent to find the traitors, but there's no sign of them. We did find a couple savages. Didn't get much information out of them, but we got plenty of blood. Okay, I'll admit, things are getting out of hand. Most of the livestock we bring in are drug addicts, which has been causing some problems. We're putting them in pens, but not all of them survive the withdrawal process. When I figured out that our people were eating them, I confronted Dr. Nice about it, and he just rambled incoherently about hormones. I really gotta reassert my authority around here. I was in a meeting with Dr. Nice when I realized that he's taken his own treatment. They keep it so dark in there that I hadn't noticed. And he told me that I'm scheduled to start my treatment tomorrow. Silver lining, my insurance is covering it. And that's it. I'm pulling the emergency exit. I just need to escape and find where Polk and his people went. I'm not taking that shit. It hasn't even been proven to work. Well, that's it. Game over. So, that's how Polk and his crew escaped. They got into the escape tunnel, stole all my shit out of the panic room, and then sealed it from the outside. I guess that's it then. Yeah, I'm gonna crack open the medicine cabinet and go on the trip of a lifetime. I tell these blood-sucking motherfuckers to go to hell, but I think they're already there.
Oh, hey, you guys made it to the checkpoint. We just stocked up on supplies. Jed's over there if you want to talk to him.
Are you here to jar at me a while longer? Or are we ready to get this show on the road? Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now? That's exactly what I'm worried about. We got us some passes tighter than a virgin on her wedding night up there. Last thing I need is some greenhorn getting stuck on a rock, slowing the whole caravan down. Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home.